Alright, let's dive into something that's got the rugby world buzzing right now. Imagine this: Michael Cheika, the guy who's been a household name in rugby union, is reportedly on the verge of a sensational return. But here's the twist: it's not just any return, it's potentially back to the NSW Waratahs. Personally, I think this is huge. Cheika's history with the Waratahs is no secret, but what makes this really interesting is the timing. After a stint in the NRL with the Sydney Roosters, he's now being eyed as the savior for a team that's been struggling to find its footing. What many people don't realize is that Cheika's departure from the Waratahs in 2015 to coach the Wallabies marked a significant shift in his career. Now, if he returns, it's not just about coaching, it's about redemption, legacy, and whether he can reignite the spark that once made the Waratahs a force to be reckoned with. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. The Waratahs aren't the only ones knocking on Cheika's door. St. Helens, a Super League powerhouse, is also reportedly in the mix, with rugby legend Bobby Golding openly advocating for Cheika to take the reins. Golding's take on this is spot on, in my opinion. He's not just talking about hiring a coach, he's talking about making a statement. If you take a step back and think about it, bringing in someone of Cheika's caliber isn't just about improving the team, it's about elevating the entire club's profile on the global stage. This raises a deeper question. Are clubs like St. Helens and the Waratahs thinking big enough? Or are they stuck in the cycle of short-term fixes and safe choices? What's also intriguing is the list of names that have already turned down the Waratahs. Joe Schmidt, Scott Robertson, Scott Wisemantel, these are heavy hitters in the coaching world. So, why are they saying no? Is it the pressure, the expectations, or something deeper? From my perspective, this speaks to the challenges the Waratahs are facing right now. They're not just looking for a coach, they're looking for someone who can turn things around, and fast. That's a tall order, and it's why Cheika's name keeps coming up. He's a proven leader, a strategist, and someone who's not afraid to shake things up. But let's not forget the NRL chapter of Cheika's career. His time with the Sydney Roosters as an assistant coach has been a learning curve, no doubt. What this really suggests is that Cheika's been expanding his toolkit, blending his rugby union expertise with insights from league. This hybrid approach could be a game-changer, especially in a sport where innovation is key. One thing that immediately stands out is how versatile Cheika has become. He's not just a rugby union guy anymore. He's a coach who can adapt, evolve, and bring fresh perspectives to the table. Now, if Cheika does return to the Waratahs, what does that mean for the team? Personally, I think it's a high-risk, high-reward move. On one hand, he knows the culture, the players, and the expectations. On the other hand, the game has evolved since he left, and the Waratahs are in a very different place. A detail I find fascinating is how Cheika's potential return is being framed as a sensational comeback. It's not just about filling a vacancy, it's about the narrative, the drama, and the potential for a storybook revival. But here's the thing, rugby isn't Hollywood. Success isn't guaranteed, and Cheika will have his work cut out for him. So, where does this leave us? If you asked me, Cheika's potential return is more than just a coaching change, it's a referendum on where rugby is headed. Are clubs willing to take bold risks to stay competitive? Or are they content with playing it safe? What makes this moment so compelling is that it's not just about Cheika, it's about the bigger picture. It's about ambition, innovation, and the courage to think beyond the next season. Whether he ends up at the Waratahs, St. Helens, or somewhere else entirely, one thing's for sure, Michael Cheika is a name that's going to keep making waves. And personally, I can't wait to see what happens next. What do you think? Is Cheika the right man for the job, or is this just another chapter in the rugby rumor mill? Let me know in the comments below.